Hi there. Today I would like to do a video on what is a light worker. If you're familiar with the online spiritual world, then light worker is most likely a term you've seen. Okay, I am not comfortable here. Just a minute. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so if you're familiar with the online spiritual world, light worker is probably a term that you've seen before. It's been used increasingly in recent years. The term light worker was first coined by author and teacher Michael Murdaugh in the early 80s. Later, in 1997, Doreen Virtue released a book called The Light Worker's Way. Now, I did, in several articles that I read while preparing for this, Doreen Virtue was cited a whole lot. So you might want to check out that book. I might check out that book. I don't know. I'd have to read the description of it first. But the simplest way to describe light workers would be as ones who feel an enormous pull towards helping others. Light workers are also called crystal, rainbow, or indigo children, earth angels, or starseeds. These spiritual beings volunteer to maintain a high frequency for the earth and commit to serving humanity. There are separate definitions for each of the type of light workers listed here, and I'll go through them at the end of the video. Each type is slightly different. Some people that use these labels do not like being called light workers, yet may be okay with being called a starseed, which is all silly. I don't like the use of labels. I don't like the idea of putting myself in a defined box. And I also prefer an umbrella term to the specialized terms, because the specialized terms just seem to divide us further. You know, oh, well, I'm a rainbow and I'm a, you know, well, we're all the same. You know, all light workers. That's why I said light worker in the title. I mean, you know, the umbrella term is better. It doesn't, you know, your specific mission, you know, may be a little different, but it's all the same general goal. And that is to help out humanity, help liberate, and hopefully free humanity from this matrix. Okay. Now, you know, I like to see things as guidelines and not hard, fast rules. Too many people see the world as black and white, and things are actually typically a shade of gray. At the end of the day, each situation and each person is unique. And this is a good thing, and we must learn tolerance. Earth is big enough for all of us to live here together peacefully. And light workers are the people that incarnated to change the world. And I think it's time to act. Light workers often feel greater kindness and compassion toward others from birth. Chances are they've helped several animals and other living beings in distress from a very young age. Light workers tend to be sensitive and empathetic. Hence, they feel sadness and anguish for the misery that dwells in the world. They do best in professions wherein their empathetic nature can be used to assist those in need, like nursing, therapy, rehabilitation, healing, veterinary services, etc. Light workers are intuitive and driven by their internal guidance. They can often perceive the emotions and needs of other living beings, which enables them to direct their healing powers towards those who need help. They believe in carrying out coordinated efforts to dispel or chase away negative energies and consciousness by using their positive energies and healing powers. Not all light workers realize the nature of their spiritual calling right away. And that's very true. And then sometimes, even if we do know, like myself, I knew my spiritual calling. I knew I had one. But I tried to conform to this matrix for, I don't know, 15 years or more. And kind of put the spiritual calling on the back burner. But it came back full force. Like, hey, you've been neglecting me. And like, yeah, it was a full-blown spiritual awakening. And then ever since, that was 6 years ago, and I've been on that path. But it often takes some intuitive guidance, as well as going through the process of self-realization and discovery, to realize that their mission on Earth is to make a positive impact in whichever way they can. Given that they're faced with the same limitations and obstacles as other mortal beings, this manner of spiritual awakening and tuning into their inner light can sometimes take years for a light worker. I was 33. Odds are good the light worker has always felt different from his or her peers. If you've read about light workers and wondered if you could be one, you can only find the answer through introspection. Light workers can possess strengths and core abilities in one or more areas of service. Tuning into your inner self will help you understand what your unique gifts are and the kind of light worker you may be. The following types may help someone identify where their inner calling lies. And there are 8 different types here. Spiritual guides and healers. Light workers who are driven towards serving living beings and the earth through healing using mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual approaches fall under this category. They are often highly perceptive of feelings and emotions in others, and characteristically can alleviate pain and hurt within a few minutes of time spent with people or animals. Their sensitivity towards pain could often render them fatigued or overwhelmed, and it takes some conscious moderation to keep this tendency in check. And then it does. Professions such as doctor, nurse, or Reiki practitioner would fall under this category. Psychics and seers. Using their elevated awareness and intuitive powers, one can develop psychic sights to be able to see beyond the material form and illusion. Many light workers can predict future events and tend to concentrate their efforts on positive outcomes with the end goal of world peace and harmony. Grid working and gatekeeping. A grid here refers to a unit that connects all awakened hearts and sacred sites on earth by using ley lines. Grid workers and gatekeepers are advanced light workers who specialize in clearing work, and their main role being opening interdimensional grid lines that let light and love flow through. Gatekeepers encourage peace, kindness, positive energy, and fairness for all living beings. Manifestors. Also known as divine blueprint creators, manifestors are a type of light worker that are expert at channeling their intrinsic energy to attract what they want. Their mission to make the world a better place enables them to manifest awakened collective consciousness for humanity. Guides and messengers. Some light workers possess a unique flair for spreading important messages to the world. They concentrate their efforts in areas where their inner light and magnetic presence can make the greatest impact on others by communicating messages of love, peace, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment. Motivational speakers, bloggers, artists, teachers, writers, life coaches, and those who strive to serve humanity through their words, actions, or work can be categorized as messengers. Transmuters. Also known as neutralizers, these light workers specialize in dispelling negativity, thus restoring neutrality and balance back into the world. Neutralizers may work in favor of the entire collective consciousness or even help people release or heal negative karma from their ancestral lines. Dreamers and travelers. These light workers can never accept the status quo and always strive for new solutions and adventure. They learn to push limitations and manifest light during dream work, creating boundless capacity for change along the multiple dimensions of the earth. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Here, scooch over, sweetie. You're on the camera.
Nose?
Yes, nose. Adventurers and ascension guides. Adventurers are always on the lookout for newer possibilities, driven by belief that better things await if one just looks beyond the obvious. Along with ascension guides, they work towards creating higher interdimensional possibilities and broadening mankind's vision for the future. I'll be done in just a second, sweetie. Okay. Now, you can be more than one of these. I myself identify as a transmuter, guide and messenger, dreamer and traveler, healer, and occasionally a manifestor. I identify most with the transmuter and the guide and messenger. The specific kinds of light workers I said I would address earlier are the Indigo children, Rainbow children, Crystal children, Earth angel, and Starseeds. Okay, Earth angel. Earth angels want to align with pure loving energy and by doing so help others to find their highest self in this lifetime. They want to transcend the problems and heartache and live in true harmony with the divine. They have good intentions for themselves and the planet but often get frustrated with our current state of affairs. Starseeds. Starseeds is the umbrella name for a group of people who are said to have been sent here from all areas of the universe to help Earth and humanity. They are reported to possess psychic, spiritual, and other extrasensory abilities and are bringers of peace, topplers of corrupt systems, and shifters of the dimensional consciousness. Now and in the future, Some feel these children have come here on special assignment to assist this rebirth into a higher dimensional Earth. Starseed children may be divided into the three categories of indigo, crystal, and rainbow individuals. Star children have chosen specific family and or parents who will help them develop their natural abilities and heal ancestral lines. Common traits of starseeds are said to include clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, the propensity to trip electricity, manipulate the environment with the mind, telepathy, high intuition, heal with energy, detect danger, travel out of the body, act as channelers, and the ability to download information from other realms. Also listed as traits are talents that a great many would still be resistant to believe, including the ability to levitate and teleport. Indigo children. Indigos get the name from their indigo colored aura. Indigo children began appearing en masse in the 1980s. The indigo aura had not ever been seen before, and then it became, I think, somewhere like 70% of births were indigos after 1980. Indigo children share traits that include a strong calling to make the world a better place, an innate knowledge of better ways to do things. They are natural system busters with a non-responsive attitude toward controlling and or authority figures, a feeling of natural superiority, and an innate love for nature, plants, and animals. Indigo children are naturally intuitive, have a desire for a fair and just world, stand up, maybe alone, for what they believe in, and have an interest in living a life of meaning instead of just making money. They are sensitive in both physical and emotional sense and regularly have unusual things happen to and around them. Other indigo traits have been described as having a high IQ, self-confidence, resistance to authority, old soul qualities, sensitivity to chemicals and fluorescent lights, and disruptive tendencies. I am an indigo. Crystal children. So's my son. Crystal children are another category of human beings known to follow their hearts as idealists in a world limited and troubled by materialists. This means that crystal children are apt to flow with consciousness rather than forcing their way through life and hardships in search of material success. Their ultimate goal seems to be firmly established in making the world a better place. Like indigo children, crystal children also exude an old soul personality. Crystal children are the offspring of indigos and began to incarnate in greater numbers at the turn of this century. They commonly have a penetrating gaze, sometimes possess unusual colored and often round eyes. They are sensitive both mentally and physically, suffer from allergies and sensitivities caused by environmental factors, are spontaneous and sometimes act without thinking through the consequences, love to climb, have a good sense of balance, are natural huggers, even with people they only just met, have no awareness of personal boundaries because they feel connected to all of humankind, and indeed all living things. They are healers and psychics, love music and singing, but hate loud noise, aren't comfortable in noisy, overcrowded places, and suffer from sensory overload. They are badly affected by negative events, both in their personal sphere and worldwide. They exude love for their family, pets, and their friends, and are autodidacts, preferring to teach themselves what they want to learn rather than what they're told to focus on. They appear to function as a group consciousness rather than individuals and live by the law of oneness. They are advocates for love and peace on this planet and are mostly born with access to psychic gifts such as clairvoyance or healing. And lastly, we have the rainbow children. The rainbow children are the third generation of special children that have come to help humanity evolve. The rainbow children are generally born in the year 2000 and above. The few rainbow children that are here today are born from early crystal scouts that were born in the 1980s. As the name implies, the rainbow children come to Earth with a rainbow aura. The rainbow children bring joy and harmony to their families. Unlike the indigo and crystal children, the rainbow child is born to smile, which is accompanied by their huge hearts that are full of forgiveness. The rainbow child generally recovers from the state of a negative emotion quickly. That is also an important key that they hold, emotional mastery. Rainbow children are psychic and have the ability to read people's feelings. They have strong wills and strong personalities. Their gifts do not stop there. They are known to be natural healers and instant manifestors. It is said that whatever they need or desire, they can instantly manifest. The Rainbow Children are thought to be the builders of the new world using divine will. Now, my youngest is a crystal child, and then my one, and then I would say her dad's probably is either an indigo or a crystal, and then my son is an indigo like me. Now, if you feel you're a light worker, you should learn to maintain the highest frequency you can, protect yourself from negative energies in this world, and work to learn and use whichever type of light work you identify with the most. This world at times feels as if it's being consumed by negativity, and we light workers need to help. And we light workers need to help uplift the consciousness. So, that's pretty much all I have today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you identify as being a light worker, which I just really don't like labels, it's more, I think of it more, a light worker is somebody with a heart-centered consciousness. I mean, somebody that just wants a better future, that's here to create a new world. We need to live our best life. And if we could each, as individuals, heal ourselves and live our best life, the collective would rapidly change, and we would create a better tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. If you like my channel, please share it. I'm trying to get some more subscribers. Have a great day.